You've been on The Wee Man, which is most familiar Scottish movie.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with it.
Yeah, I've watched it.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
To which you played, the wee man, the younger wee
The
man.
little wee man.
Yeah.
You've also been on Doctors, Doctor Who, Waterloo Road, 4 O'Clock Club.
I used to love that show, by the way, when I was younger.
Was it when I joined it?
Yeah, but I watched all of them. I watched both.
Oh.
Both. Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it.
Good.
I thought it was really good.
Good.
And then obviously you've written your own short film. You've produced, written, directed, and starred as the main actor in your own short film.
I did, yeah.
That's incredible.
Have I missed anything? Or is there
Doctor Who, there you go.
Doctor
Doctor Who?
through
Did I
that
say
one.
Doctor Who?
Did you? I don't.
I said Doctors, then Doctor Who, so
Aye. Aye.
might have been confused.
Alphabetical.
On Doctors, Doctor Who, but I suppose probably it's the most logical place. Let's begin from
The beginning.
where it began for you as an actor, a young actor. So when did you kind of get into acting?
Well, when I was really young, obviously. No, I've always wanted to do it. I used to like I'm sure we've all done this. Like reciting lines from like films when you're younger.
Yeah.
Watching films over and over again, and I just said to my parents, I was like, yeah, I'd quite like to do this, and I was lucky enough to get some adverts and stuff like that. And I joined a talent agency, and I think the Wee Man was probably the thing that said, yeah, I think I can definitely have a go at it properly. And yeah, just hustling ever since, as we all do. Just
Hustle and bustle.
Greg's hustling over there.
I'm sweating. Not hustling. But that's interesting because. So what age were you? Do you know specifically? So
just
when
I
you
wanted
decided you wanted to.
probably 5 or 6.
Oh wow.
See that when I look back, like I wish that I discovered acting that young.
Yeah, same.
Because obviously, but here's a question for you: how did you find it? Obviously, being an actor and getting a lot of work at such a young age compared to now. Like, do you feel that you're more experienced? Would you say, or do you feel like that's helped or not helped your career?
It's definitely helped, but I think you need to prepare yourself for when things are really quiet.
Yeah.
Which I don't think I really did, because I was really lucky with the parts that I got, and it was quite consistent. I would get. I thought about this the other day, and I had a part every year since I was 13.
Oh wow. So like the whole of secondary school you was like.
No.
Yeah, I was.
Well, we went to school together.
Yeah, we did.
You were in, and then you disappeared for a few months.
Yeah.
And then just came back.
Hi guys.
Yeah.
How was that? Because I mean, I used to have to miss school for auditions and stuff, but obviously this is way different. Like you was literally away for months at a time or whatnot.
Oh no, it was brilliant. I loved every minute of it. I hated school.
Yeah. Did you get did you have teachers on set though?
Yeah,
I swear they used to have to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, you get tutor if you're away for something like a week.
Yeah.
You need to do tutoring when you're not filming.
Yeah.
Which kind of takes the whole fun out of the leaving school.
Do you feel like school supported you in doing that?
Yeah, I think they did. Because I don't think they had to. I don't think they had to let me go. I think they could have just said, "Well, no, we're not allowing that."
Yeah.
Everything I did, they let me go. They never said.
That's
Don't
good.
do
Because
that.
obviously the school we went to was they thought themselves as a very high
Yeah,
school
yeah.
in terms of state school wise.
Yeah.
So I maybe thought something like that for them might have been a bit because they wouldn't have been used to that probably because there's not how many people do you hear that
Well, there was. I'm trying to think. There was Catherine Granger, who was the
Sure.
Olympian who went to our school.
Yeah.
We come from good stock.
We've had a few Olympians, I'm sure, as well.
Yeah, aye, that's true.
I had a guy from my school who got signed to Barcelona for $4 million.
Right, well, that's just topped.
Yeah. Fuck.
Get him here.
Let's get that guy on. Yeah, I didn't have too dissimilar experience myself. Like when I was away for a week at a time, suspended.
That's a bit different.
I had a tutor while I was away from school.
Yeah, a bit different, mate.
Yeah.
But then probably the next question would be, how is life as an actor? Because you're obviously the same age as all of us. So, in terms of, I don't know, where society puts someone in a place of our age, where they should be in the world, like, how do you feel like an act? Obviously, it's difficult.
Yeah.
Very difficult. Because although we're 21, we're still young. Also, there's that expectation where it's like, you're getting on, like, you need to...
Well, I'm 22, so I'm a bit more on.
And
I'm 22 as well.
Yeah, we're in the same boat.
So the common one is...
We're on the same couch.
Yeah.
So obviously the common one is, like, you need a career that's sustainable, and often acting is looked at as a very unsustainable career.
Well, it's quite unsustainable at the moment, being as a...
Well, yeah.
But we're trying to make it sustainable.
Yeah, but that's like there's also like a cloud, like a cloud over it, like because if you say I want to be an actor and you've not got all this work behind you, massive work, and you're not highly regarded, you're either here or you're there.
Down.
Like there's no real.
Yeah.
You need to be really lucky. I think like that's
Yeah.
I mean, I think I can act, but like I think primarily it's been to do with luck and being at the right place
in the right time.
At the right time. It's not an easy industry, like at all.
Nah.
I was going to say,
are you okay?
I thought that might have been a good idea.
Everything all right, mate?
These mics are good idea, because I feel like when I'm speaking, I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know how far away I should be because like, I don't know what. I don't
Do you want to come join us in the middle?
no.
So we can all lean in.
Unless we switch a room, mate. I don't know.
I don't
Because
mind.
if you're taller, because this is.
You'll be blocked out.
It will be blocked.
You'll be shadowed by the big man.
Right, we'll keep it now. But if my face is covered.
Can we stop messing around, please?
No,
we have a guest on, and you're not being.
Sorry, Daniel. How rude.
Wouldn't have had this 5 years.
I know, honestly.
Aye.
Have some respect.
So how did you find it navigating through the industry, like when COVID started happening, things like that? Like,
Good question.
did everything
Ian.
stop, or did that make you think? Thanks, mate. Did that make you think? You know what? I want to start making my own stuff. Things like that.
Oh, no, that.
Nope.
That happened at the end of 2018 for me, because that's when things really slowed down.
Yeah.
I would say that 2018 was probably my best year for work, and then after that it was like radio silence from up until now, really. And the stuff that I've done since then has been my own stuff, because you've got no other choice. It's like you can still try and hustle, and you can still go to auditions and stuff like that, but if you don't have anything, then you need to just make stuff yourself, you know.
With the experience that you've had, like throughout your childhood of TV and like filming and that, I'm sure, like making your own stuff, you already have this like background knowledge of how to like put it all together.
Yeah, you've got bits and bobs from lots of different people, which is really
like
useful.
working with different directors and like
like just like knowing where to put lights and how to use
Yeah.
lights.
Yeah.
A really
Like
useful
the
skill.
simple things.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people I took it for granted when I started like doing it. I was like, if you don't I think that if you make a short film or anything like that, I think that sound is actually more important than
Yeah.
picture.
Like building it with like all the music in the background and everything.
Yeah.
You have to think about like obviously if you're opening a bottle, it might not pick up on camera
Yeah.
the noise, so you have to make that with another noise. Like
Yeah,
like
exactly.
if I was to do this, I'd be like,
Yeah, realistic. Yeah.
see, no one knows. Like no one knows. I did that.
It's a loud bottle.
Maybe you need some audio description. Next time, yeah.
Oh, we'll put it in. Tom opens bottle, and you can zoom in on my face.
Because people can forgive like slightly edgy sort of picture. Cause you can even like use it to your advantage. You say, no, yeah, it's a really vintage sort of film.
yeah.
But if you've got bad audio, no one will. You'll switch off like immediately because that's all you'll be thinking about.
Yeah,
That was one thing when we were discussing about the podcast. We were like, the first thing we need is good audio.
Yeah.
Like, because people, although like we've obviously got Spotify, Apple, like all the podcast things that are audio only. YouTube obviously has got video and audio, but ultimately like you're like listening
You are
is
listening.
way
Yeah,
more.
people
Yeah.
will be listening, doing other stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
yeah,
a lot of people will listen to podcasts and there's like no picture
yeah,
whatsoever.
yeah.
No, audio is a big one, I would
Yeah.
say.